Hey Stitchy friends, long time no see. I know it's been quite a while again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Leanne, Small Town Stitches. And I thank you for checking my channel out, and I hope that you like hanging out with me and you'll subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you. I'm glad you tuned in again. I hope everyone is doing well. Things have actually been pretty good around here. We'll start out, I don't even know where the last time we've left off, but my family and I went on vacation. It was amazing. If you don't know, I live in Michigan. So we went up north, about 2 hours north, two and a half hours north, to Tawas, and loved it. It's right off of the lake. And I love it up there. Like, hands down, love it up there. Would move up there if we could. So we spent a week up north. And then what else has happened? While we were up north, my husband and I celebrated our 3rd wedding anniversary. We've been together for 10 years, married for 3. My husband is an absolute saint to put up with me and everything I put him through. So we celebrated 3 years of marriage together. So yay! Let's see. So we went on vacation, celebrated my 3rd wedding anniversary. And then I've pretty much, other than that, just been working. Now, let's talk about work. Work's been work. I just go in, do my time, get out. Since you've last talked to me, I had put in, like 3 months ago for a position on day shift to transition from days to nights. And never heard anything back. Hold on. It's a little bit better. It's really gloomy outside today, so I'm trying to work with the lighting. Never heard anything back until June. I want to say it was June. They were like, hey, you want to start day shift, as in like your next shift, which was like a day or 2 later. And I was like, yeah. So started on day shift, was enjoying just being day shift and coming home every night with my family, not having to be gone every night. Like, day shift's what I've always wanted. Wasn't looking for a new job, if you see where I'm getting here. Wasn't looking for anything. I was just working my job, you know, bringing home a paycheck for the fam. Until one of the girls that my husband and I knew, we've known her for years, got a hold of me, and she got her NP, her nurse practitioner. And she was like, hey, we're looking for a nurse to run our palliative care program. I think you would be good at this. So I was like, what the heck? Sent her my resume. She gave it to the head of the palliative care and hospice program. Had an interview. Took like 2 weeks to hear anything back. Found out I was gonna have a second interview, had to schedule that, did that. The second interview was weird. So the first interview, I interviewed with the CEO of the, where I'll be working. And it was really hard to read her, but I just gave it my best. And at the second interview, I interviewed with 7 nurse practitioners from the area that I will be working with. So they're all firing questions at me. And it came down to, I guess, me and another lady that has had like 20 years of hospice nursing experience. They chose me. So I actually today just signed my paperwork. My new start date is September 3rd. And I put my 2 weeks in tomorrow. So wasn't looking for a new position. I actually am not one to job hop, and I feel like I have, because I've only been at the one in between for like 5 months. But this was a huge opportunity that presented itself to me. There's a raise. I can start my retirement back up. Insurance is cheaper for my family. I have to drive longer, which is a negative, but I work 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, no holidays, no weekends. That's my job now. Pretty freaking awesome. So, wasn't looking for a new job whatsoever. But this one kind of presented itself in my lap and was a huge opportunity I couldn't pass up. So I'm excited to see where this is going to take me, the direction that this is going to take me. And yeah, so that's it. I'm excited, if you can't tell. So that's that. Hubby has been working a couple odds and ends jobs. He's doing part of like armed security for like big events right now. He's working. He's done a couple events. He's actually working one right now. So it's through like a contracting company. Whoever wants the events that wants these people, contact the company he works for and whatever. So he's excited to be working a little bit. I'm excited for him. So things have been a little weird as far as interviewing and trying to keep a hush-hush at work, and it still has gotten out around, and everyone's like, oh, when are you leaving? So I guess finally most people know that I at least was looking. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the direction this is going to help our family. I'm excited for never having to spend holidays away from my family. So we're excited here. So other than that, I said next time I was going to show my blanket. You know what? I'll just take a picture and show you where it's at. This is the blanket I'm crocheting. I showed you guys a snippet a little while ago. It's halfway across the room and it's pretty big now, so I don't really want to go get it and lug it because I have everything set up very weirdly right now to film this. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture of the blanket that I'm working on right here. I love that thing. It's so soft. It's so cozy. I can't wait for it to be done so it can be on the couch. Okay, so let's talk. It's been a little while. I don't know where these... I could go back and watch the last video, but I'm not going to. So I'm not sure where some of these pieces are. I can insert them for where they are for what I'm working on them right now, because I am one of the people that are participating in Arbitrary August. Hashtag Arbitrary August. There's one Arbitrary August and there's an Arbitrary August 2019. I kind of go back and forth. So it's basically a lot of people are using a wheel, me included. It has all my pieces on it, and then I have a new start option. So every day I just spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on is what I decide to stitch. So these pieces that I'm going to show you, I have a before before Arbitrary August and where they're at now, basically. So these pieces are in no particular order. I do post what my result was on Instagram, and then like before starting stitching and after stitching that day on Instagram. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, I will leave my Instagram name below. Most of my Instagram is stitching related. I do also post pictures of my family, but it's all stitching and family. So, all right, these are in no particular order. I'm just gonna start grabbing and showing. So, first is going to be my Lizzie Kate Christmas Spirit piece. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture of this. Actually, I worked on this yesterday. This is where it was yesterday before I started on it for Arbitrary August. And this is my measly little update. This isn't much progress whatsoever. But hey, stitches are stitches, and it's still a step in the right direction. So this is my start of my stocking. I was on this pink, as you could see, and I've done this right here. So most of my pieces are stitched on 18 count. I'm an Aida girl. I know in the stitching community a lot of people talk smack on Aida, calling it beginner's fabric, but you know what? Aida's what I like. I like to stitch on Aida. I'm an 18 count Aida girl. So next is, this is one of my Fat Cat flossing bags right here. I am still working on trying to get my stitchy room out. We got one of the mattresses that were in there out. I need to get the other one down into the road because it's just junk. It's just, and then I need to start painting and organizing it so I can finally use my sewing machine my husband bought me for Christmas, and I can start working on my stitchy things that I want to work on as far as sewing, project bags, and whatever else, and I can't wait. Sorry, tangent. So next is Frozen. This is my Donna Stitch piece. This is, I actually have a printout somewhere over the rainbow of what this looks like. Here it is. Looks like this when it's complete. This is a piece I'm doing for my daughter. It will be in her bedroom when I'm done. And this is where this piece was before Arbitrary August. I believe so far in Arbitrary August I have done 2 days worth of stitching on this piece. Of course it's not done, and this is something I like, so maybe we'll keep up. I'm trying to get this back in. Maybe we'll keep it up for September with some random weird hashtag I come up with, who knows. So that's where it was last time. And this is where we're at now after 2 days. I was really hoping to have this entire part right here gets filled in with this blue. I was really hoping to have it all done, but it just didn't work out that way. That's where that one is. A lot of times at night I'll either stitch for a little bit, or I'll just cuddle up to my husband and he'll watch TV and I pass out and fall asleep. True story. You could ask him. That's usually what happens. I'm running out of space to put things. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, this is a partial finish. So there, I think the piece is called If You Want. I found it on Etsy. If I can find the link to the designer below, I will include it below in case anyone is interested. But this was the piece I'm doing for my niece. She was born yesterday. Her name is Jude. You're gonna see hoop marks, everybody. I'm sorry. So this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me see if I can smooth this out somewhat. It's done, but it's not done, and I'll explain in a minute. It says, if you want to know how much we love you, count all the waves in the sea. Now, my sister-in-law loves Little Mermaid, just like I did growing up. She loves Little Mermaid, so I was gonna do this piece because I thought it would be perfect for the mermaids. And it had a border around the outside, and then she told me she wanted her room in pinks, her daughter's room in pink. So I was like, okay, well, I could just transition this to pink. So I decided to stitch it in gray with just different pink And then I started the border, and I didn't like the way the border was turning out whatsoever. I just didn't. So I decided to scrap that. And what I'm going to do at the bottom of this is I'm going to turn it into a birth sampler. So I'm going to end up putting her name and probably the date. And I don't know if I'm going to do the length, but at least the date and time she was born. And then I'll frame it up and give it to her. And I'll probably do a pink frame, or at least a pink mat. Maybe we'll do that to go with her bedroom. So that is that piece. I actually need to probably get this out, chart it up, so I can get this. I'd like to give it to my sister sooner rather than later. Maybe even for, who knows, maybe it can even be for Christmas, for her first Christmas present or something. I don't know. All right, what's next? Next is one of my monochrome pieces. This is Stony Creek Graveyard Halloween. Looks like this. As you remember, I did one of the other Stony Creek Halloween pieces, monochrome as well. This one is as well. I'm using, for my floss, it's called Midnight Teal. It's a very dark gray from Victorian Motto Sampler. This is where you saw, I keep saying where you saw this piece last time, but this is where this piece was before I spun for Arbitrary August, right here. And this is where this piece is now. I actually had some decent progress on this piece that day. This fabric, I don't remember what it's called, but it is by Color and Cotton. I love Color and Cotton. I'm a Color and Cotton snob. I should actually get a hold of her and go back to doing just like a random color pick, but I really like my neutral fabrics, and then I like being able to pick pops of color when I want them, because some of these pops of color, like super lime greens and stuff, I'm not going to stitch on. Something like this, I absolutely will. And then my needle minder says, oh look, another glorious morning makes me sick. That is probably going to be my saying when I start this new job, because this is what it's going to take to get used to. So right now I work 72 hours per pay period, which is what a lot of nurses do. So I work 6 12s in a 2-week period. That's my schedule. So I'm going to go from working 6 days in a 2-week period and having, like, I seriously get 8 days off every 2 weeks, but it's like broken up the way it works. It's not like I get it all off at once. But of course now I work 5 days a week, so I'm only gonna get 4 days. I work 10 out of the 14, so whatever. Next is going to be my full coverage. It's Halloween Night by Tilton Crafts. Looks like this. I love this piece. I really am starting to get back into full coverage, and I really, really like it. So this is where this piece was before I spun it for Arbitrary August. This is where this piece is now. I actually got this, I only spun this one day so far, and I actually got quite a bit of progress done. I got a lot of this block filled in, and then I took it the same color over here. So this right here across is a page. This is one page. So, and these are 2 blocks deep right here. This is another 2. So let me look at my chart. 2, 4. So this is 7 blocks across, so 70 stitches across. And then the ones that are completely filled in, that's 2 blocks deep. And then this is starting 1, but this is 2 more. So there's my needle minder. So that's that piece. don't remember what this goes to. Oh, that's... I gotta start keeping everything like together, otherwise when I go to put it away I won't know where stuff is. I just found floss and I didn't know which piece it belonged to. Okay, so my first new start that it landed on, I don't even know how to pronounce this name, but we'll just roll with it. It's by Long Dog Samplers, and it's this piece. I'm doing mine all monochrome. So I had these colors kitted for a different piece, and I was like, no, I need to do it in this piece because it'll look perfect. So I am doing this piece on a, of course it's color and cotton, and I'm stitching it in Otter Creek by Gentle Arts, which is just a greenish variegation. And this was a brand new start. I've spent 2 days working on this. No, 2 days I think working on this piece so far. So this is where this piece is at, and I love this piece so far. You can really see the variegation in the green right here, and then you can see it in my fabric too. Again, this is a color and cotton fabric, so my Mary Poppin needle minder. So that was my first new start that I picked. I spin every day, so I only get a day of progress, and some days if I'm not feeling like stitching, I don't push myself and I don't stitch. Today's piece that I drew is a new start, and I chose, Titus, come sit down. Come on, sit. And I chose Liberty Lane by Country Cottage Needleworks. This chart was gifted to me by Leslie from Fat Cat Flossing. She graciously passed the stash on to me, and I'm finally stitching it. I am not doing it in the charted colors at all. All credit goes to Priscilla for my colors. I chose Priscilla's. It's on her blog. I will try to link her blog below. That is the colors that I am using for my piece. Her colors were a lot more bold and a lot darker, and I liked those. So this was a new start. This is a piece of coffee tea dyed fabric that I did. You're gonna have to excuse the colors, but this is where I've gotten so far. This is straight. My fabric is completely crooked on the thing, so I'll try to hold it this way. That's where I've gotten so far. As you can see in a difference, I'll try to show it without the glare. That's super, super, super light, and mine are gonna be a lot more darker and bold, and I really like that. This is a lot so far today, and I'm not done stitching, so with a Hogwarts needle minder. That is all of my stitching that I've done. I've got a lot of progress, maybe not compared to some people, but I've gotten a lot of progress with Arbitrary August mostly. I don't know, I'm really liking spinning my wheel, the variety, working on every little bit of pieces. I've had 2 new starts. I've pretty much hit, I think I've hit all my whips so far. There's nothing that's sitting in my box of whips that hasn't been touched so far with Arbitrary August, so that's super awesome. I need to get some stuff finished so I can get my craft room done and hang some stuff up, and I'm super excited about that. So yeah, let's talk purchases. I don't have very many. I've been doing really, really good with not buying stuff. Not out of my own accord, just because I needed to. First, let's talk things that I bought quite a long time ago, and they just came, I'm talking months, and I completely forgot about them when they showed up. So I can put them away. These are from Brenda, from Brenda's Minders and More. I had completely forgot I even put orders in. So I don't know if I showed you guys this last time. If I did, I apologize. I got a small grime guard for a small hoop. Halloween fabric, looks like that. Finally put these away. I ordered these 3. I think I may have showed you this last time. If I did, I'm sorry. I got Cogsworth, I got Belle, and then I have Pretending to Care is So Exhausting, and it is. Some days more than others. I've gotten way better, but, and the little bird was free. Next, I put an order in through Jen at Delicious Threads. You guys, I want to go buy, I'm gonna have to buy more. Jen, you need to put up all of your Disney needle minders. I'm talking like you actually watch my videos, and I don't think Jen watches my videos whatsoever. I don't even think Jen knows I exist, but whatever. So I ordered 4 from her. I'm super excited. So we have Ariel. Ariel was my favorite little mermaid. My favorite Disney movie growing up. I loved Ariel. I had Ariel everything. Bedding, curtains, like Ariel everything. And then this, it's really hard to see. There we go. It's Beauty and the Beast. It's like my favorite right now. I don't know why. I love Beauty and the Beast, from the original cartoon Disney one to the one with Emma Watson. I love them all. This is my absolute favorite. It's metal. It says platform 9 3/4. King's Cross London. And then we have the villainesses, which is Cruella, Maleficent, the Evil Queen, and why did I just blank on her name? Ursula. I love this one. So now I can use those because I showed you. I skipped this month's fabric from Color and Cotton, but this is this one. It's in Smoky Mauve. All of my Color and Cottons now are neutrals. I get all neutral fabrics, and I like it that way. So that's that. Oops. I have 2 months worth of floss here sitting on my lap. I'm not gonna go into every color. I get 5 bright, 5 primitives. This is, let's see, we haven't gotten August yet, so this is June's brights. Look at that variegation in there. So there's June's brights. Here is June's prims. Look at that variegation. Oh, I love Color and Cotton. Color and Cotton is probably one of my favorites. This is July's prims. And July's brights. Super excited about those. These are July's. Yeah, because I didn't end up getting my, no, June's. These are June's because I didn't end up getting my July's. I get Classic Colorworks. I'm not going to go ahead and rumble all these off to you. Those are my Classic Colorwork colors. And then I chose to switch it up instead of Classic Colorworks, or with Classic Colorworks. I was doing Gast, and I decided to switch it up, do something different because I have a lot of cottons. So I joined the my daughter fell asleep. She needed to. I was thankful she did. I joined Dinky Dyes, and we get 5. So there's my silks. There we go. That's more true. Super excited about that. And that is my only haul. just my monthlies, except for a couple of ones I placed a while ago. So I've been good. I haven't been buying hardly anything. I'm getting the itch to buy some more stash, which my husband's gonna roll his eyes, but we have a rule between him and I. My husband loves cigars, and motorcycles. As long as our bills are paid, I don't ever get mad at him for buying any cigars and motorcycle stuff, and he doesn't get mad at me for buying cross-stitching and like crochet stuff. Because why? We both have hobbies that we like, so we need to support each other as long as the bills are getting paid, right? Great. So that's about all from me. I need to go wake my daughter up, or she won't sleep tonight, even though it was a blessing in disguise that she did fall asleep so I could get some laundry done. That's about it for me. I'm gonna go finish dinner, edit this, upload this, and work on some more of Liberty Lane for today's progress. So that's gonna be it. Hopefully I can come back at you in the end of August. We can give a end of Arbitrary August update, even if it's just me flashing things, you know, progress or wherever where it's at, and doing like a vlog style. Maybe we'll do it that way. We'll see. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today, checking out my progress. That's pretty much it. Other than this, I've been reading. I read a couple books. Do I remember what they're called at the top of my head? Nope, sure don't. I'm trying to get into audiobooks, but I have a really hard time with someone reading to me instead of me reading. It just puts me to sleep. But I probably would, especially when I have to start driving to work, I'd get some progress and some books done that way, but we'll see. Anyways, that's gonna be all from me. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone is having a lot of stitching time, a lot of family time this summer, time spent with your kids, your spouse, whoever else that you are hoping to. And yeah, thanks for checking me out. Come back next time and we'll hang out again. Until then, we'll talk to you guys later.